Good afternoon, Pokésports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field, my friends. Today I have Groove One, which is a wonderful name for a for a team here. This team is provided by Luki, and Luki went and shared this with us on our rental codes chat on our Discord. If you would like to share your team that you have painstakingly made, you can go and share that on our rental codes chat on our Discord. The link's down below on Pokésports.info for you to go and do that. Anyway, let's talk about this team, because this team's got the power, but it's also got a little bit of strategy to it, and I like that about a team. We've got Ursaluna, Cresselia, Rillaboom, Armorage, Vikavolt, and Crawdaunt. All Pokemon that are so good in this meta, and for many different reasons. Ursaluna with Mind's Eye, meaning you can attack ghost types and other things. And Throat Spray. Throat Spray is interesting because you've got your Ursaluna with Hyper Voice. You get to use that on the first turn. You get your +1 in special attack. Then you can start Blood Mooning everything to death and hurting it real bad every single time. Or you go for Earth Power. You're not locked to an attack because you're not using a choice item like your Vikavolt or your Crawdaunt is. But you have all of these super high power attacks that can just destroy most of the team. You've got Cresselia to keep that first turn open for your Ursaluna to go and use that Hyper Voice, right? Because it's got Ally Switch, it's got Lunar Blessing to heal yourself back up if you take some damage. Ursaluna's bulky, so it can take a hit. But you've also got Trick Room. So if you think that you can survive that first turn, you can just use Trick Room, have Ursaluna go and run shop on turn 2 with a +1 to special attack. It's pretty great. Or you can just make it an attacker, right? You use your Ice Beam on your Cresselia, you do little bits of damage here and there. Maybe you get a freeze. It's a good time. Your Rillaboom and your Crawdaunt have both physical priority now because Rillaboom gets Grassy Glide again. Thank you. Missed that. Rillaboom has Fake Out as well, so you can go and flinch an opponent. Your Crawdaunt has so much potential damage, right? You've got Tera Water for your ×2 stabs. You've got Adaptability. You've got Choice Band. You've got all of these stab moves, right? Aqua Jet, Liquidation, Knockoff, Net Lash Out. You can have a +1 priority move. Hit an opponent with like at least, I wish I could do the math right off the top of my head. But I want to say it's like close to 200 power on an Aqua Jet. It's got to be pretty close to that. That's nuts. And then you've got your Vikavolt as well, which don't underestimate Vikavolt. It lacks it lacks speed so that it can make that up in power, right? If you have Trick Room up and you bring out Vikavolt, it's hitting things with Bug Buzz, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, and it's getting those KOs. It's getting the big damage in. It's doing a lot of work in there. Anyway, we've also got an Armorage. This was previously a Heatran from Luki. They went and switched it, and I'm curious if Armorage is better served in this team than a Heatran is. I think I like Armorage better on this team, but I'm curious about how the switch goes. Anyway, I'm excited to use this team. I'm going to bring it onto the dance floor. We're going to see what kind of damage we can do. Let's go and do it. All right, follow me now. Okay. My main thing here is, can I get this Ursaluna kind of a free ride here? I don't think I can. So maybe Cresselia and Rillaboom is the right choice. However, I do see that Tornadus. I do see the Hearth Flame. So, you know what? I'm going to leave Cress Eclipse. Cress Eclipse sounds like the right choice to me. And then in the back, I like Crawdaunt here. I know there's a big Regieleki. I know there's a Milotic. So is it a good idea? No, maybe not. But, ay, Mariposa. Let's go. Yes, that's the one. That's the one there. Levitating Vikavolt. And then, do we bring Scarlet or Dauntless? I see the Hearthflame Mask. I want to bring the Flashfire so badly. So this team originally had a Heatran on it, and that was the Flashfire user. But then people in the comments afterward, not in the comments, people in the Discord channel, were like, "Yeah, you know what? Maybe try an Armorage. That could work out for you better." And Luki decided that was a good idea. I would tend to agree with that actually. So they went and applied an Armorage to that. I like that it like includes this psychic presence that wasn't really there before. You have a psychic Pokemon in Cresselia, but like that doesn't matter. Now, here's the problem, is there's a big ol' Urshifu. I don't think that can instantly destroy my Ursaluna. I do have Tera Fairy, just in case, though. So maybe I do want to do that. Maybe I just want a Trick Room. I can Lunar Blessing next turn, I guess. And then I Terrastalize, go for an Hyper Voice. Assume that I'm not going to go down. Plus, then I get to trigger my Throat Spray as well, so I'm into it. I'm into it. Now let's do it. The Tera Fairy is interesting to me. It's the defensive choice, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be a harsh Rain Dance. It's gonna be a harsh Surging Strikes. There's no way that KOs Cresselia, though. No chance. I'm happy with that. I mean, if this is the world we live in, then I'm going to be able to get Trick Room off, and I'm going to be able to get Hyper Voice off. So, beautiful. Another Hyper Voice is going to take out Urshifu and Tornadus, though. So I'm kind of down to just do it again. I think this is the moment that I want to Lunar Blessing, and yeah, we're going to Lunar Blessing and Hyper Voice. Bloodmoon is not double target. Plus, again, Hyper Voice, I'm a +1 now. Like, we're good, I think. It's a scary situation for them to be in, because they're both very fast Pokemon. They know that they're not going to be able to go first. Urshifu might go for an Aqua Jet, but as you could see, it's not doing the big damage. Surging Strikes didn't do, like 60% to Cress. So an Aqua Jet would do like maybe 30, not even 25 if they're lucky. Yeah, they're just going to withdraw here. That's probably the right idea. I'm going to bring out my Lodic. That's going to hurt. Yeah, it's still going to hurt. Okay. So yeah, Aqua Jet, it did damage. Good. But not too much. And then Lunar Blessing will heal me up real nice. Oh. It's burned. Oh, cool. Wonder, is that Wonders? Not Wonder Scale. What's that thing that my Lodic does so well? Ad block has been updated. Come on. My Lodic. Yeah, Marvel Scale. Boosts defense if there's a status condition. Originally, boosts defense if there's a status problem. I can go for Lunar Blessing again. I don't hate that. But I kind of just want to go for an Ice Beam. You know? It's a little fly up on my thing. Let's go Regieleki. And let's do... I don't know if I want to go for a Hyper Voice here. Maybe I just want to go for an Earth Power. Maybe I just want to go for a Bloodmoon. No, I think I do want to go for an Earth Power. Yeah, specifically because Regieleki could be protecting here. So we're going to hurt the Milotic. That does good damage. It's not, unfortunately, going to be enough to the point where Burn will take it out. And Lunar Blessing probably could have been better used here, especially because that was a crit. But who knows? This is in the rain. That was probably going to be a bad situation for me anyway. Milotic was hurt by its burn. We still have another turn of Trick Room, which is good, which is really good. And I can bring in Scarlet to Psyshock, I suppose. Which one's doing more damage here? I don't think it matters. I think I can go for a Psyshock and a Hyper Voice and get the double KOs there. So we go for that. We go for, oh, wait a second. Whoa, 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 what am I doing? No, we can go for a Psyshock on Milotic and a Bloodmoon on Regieleki. I don't want to use Earth Power because they haven't terastallized yet. And there's nothing that this that this Regieleki could do to. But what if it has? But what if it has Focus Sash? We're gonna go for a Heat Wave. Heat Wave Bloodmoon. There's nothing that this Regieleki can terastallize into in order to not make the Bloodmoon hit. And so they decided to cancel the game. Fun fact, if you didn't know this already, Ursaluna has Mind's Eye, which means I can hit ghost types with my normal attacks. So it's good. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff that Mind's Eye does, but specifically that one, that's pretty good. Anyway, that was a quick win. I like this team already. All right, Luki, let's take this into the battle arena one more time. All right, let's go. All right, going up against Siobhan. Now, Siobhan here is bringing a ghost type, which kind of makes me really want to bring Eclipse, just so I can Mind's Eye that thing, you know? But also, there's an Empoleon, and I don't love the Empoleon for this team. You might be asking why, and I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't actually believe that. I think as long as I don't bring the Armarouge, then I'll be okay. The Cress is a little struggles against the Vikavolt. There's a lot of very slow Pokemon in here that makes me not want to go for Trick Room at all. I do kind of want to keep Eclipse alive on that first turn, so maybe going for a preemptive Lunar Blessing while I get my Throat Spray up might be helpful. Might be. There's the smallest chance that it'll be helpful. So let's go for it. And then Crawdaunt is nice here. I don't mind Crawdaunt. An Adaptability Choice Band Aqua Jet Tera Water might be absolutely disgusting. And then Rillaboom? Yeah, I think priority is really going to save the day here. I don't think I need to bring in Ay Mariposa. I don't think I need to bring in the Vikavolt. Don't you hold on too tight. There we go, Siobhan. Not even going to say anything about the profile picture at this point. Grimmsnarl and Decidueye. Grimmsnarl and Decidueye. That's going to be a light screen if I've ever seen one before in my life. So it makes me almost want to take out the Decidueye or even Protect. Yeah, I kind of want to Protect here. If I Protect and go for a Trick Room, I mean, that kind of goes against the entire premise of what I was saying earlier, where I don't really like the Skeleturge or the Vikavolt in Trick Room. I have a bunch of priority such that I can like keep that not a big problem. But you know what? Let's just get some damage off in the Decidueye, right? Yeah, let's do it. That's an interesting Tera on Decidueye. Tera Grass. We are going back to Decidueye's true roots by going Grass here. I do think that there's going to be a fake out here. No, there's not a fake out. There is, in fact, a light screen. All right. Leaf Blade on Cress. All right. All right, well, Ice Beam is still going to hurt. Mind you, not all that much. I'm going to Tera here, because now that they know that I can't Protect anymore, they're probably going to be like, oh, okay, you know what? Let's use a Decidueye, level 49, by the way. I love casual. Can't wait for ranked. It's probably going to use the Leaf Blade on the Ursaluna, and if it doesn't, then it's just going to do what it just did to Cress, and that's okay. But now that I know that it's going to do that, actually, I can go for a Lunar Blessing. By the way, I did that much damage to... By the way, this is low battery. as well. I did that much damage to Decidueye because of Light Screen. But now that I've terastallized, I can at least play a little bit more defensively against this upcoming Leaf Blade. Yeah, there you go. That only did 68 damage. This Lunar Blessing is going to come in clutch. We get to heal both Pokemon. I love when Lunar Blessing it manages to hit both Pokemon. It's huge. It feels so nice. So nice. Cress's attack is going to fall, and that's okay. I am not planning on doing that again. I could go for a Lunar Blessing again, but I do think that the Grimmsnarl is going to hit for a Spirit Break. And so I kind of want to just Blood Moon the Grimmsnarl. Just get that thing out of my life so that it doesn't have to keep hitting me with Spirit Breaks and ruin my entire steez, you know? So we go for an ally switch. We switch them up. Grimmsnarl is probably going to go for a parting shot. Yeah, I mean, it's same thing, different day, right? My attack and attack are going to go down on the thing that I don't mind that to happen. And what are they going to switch into? Now, this does mean that they still have the option to use Reflect later on. They didn't use Reflect, right? They've just used Light Screen, which is important later because I have Rillaboom and Crawdaunt in the back, both with like big high damage, stab physical moves. Skeledirge is coming out, and that's about to get Mind's Eyed. Okay, so we already saw that doesn't do too much damage to Cress, and here comes a Blood Moon. Okay, so it looks like they were kind of saved by Light Screen here, and that's okay. That's fine because they still can't do much, right? And at this point, I would rather just go for a Hyper Voice, just damage both of them. I'm not particularly worried about Skeledirge like super hurting me. Like it might take out my Cress, I guess, but okay. I get snarled. This is a utility starter. And we're just going to play this game. I'm just going to Lunar Blessing away all that damage. Just erase the opponent's turns. The opponent has effectively not had turns. I can continue to use Lunar Blessings here. I don't mind that at all. I have been seeing that my Pokemon are slower, but honestly, it doesn't matter because the Pokemon that are actually going to do the damage are going to be Rillaboom and Crawdaunt. So we're just going to wait for that. And Leaf Blade's going to hurt. Slicey slice. So how much damage does that do? 2550, right? So that's going to put me up at 109 on Ursaluna. Does exactly 25%, right? Yeah. And there's the there's the Hyper Voice to take out both of the starters. Two different generations, two different starters, one Tera. Wow, it's gone. So now it's just Grimmsnarl and something. Empoleon, it's fine. As long as I can... Oh, you know what? Maybe I want to swap out Ursaluna here. I kind of like the idea of swapping out Ursaluna. I'm going to go for a Lunar Blessing. But I'm also going to swap out into... Do I swap out into Rillaboom? Or do I swap out into Crawdaunt? I think I swap out into Rillaboom. Yeah, that's about to take a Steel-type move from Empoleon for sure. But potentially it could just be going for a fake out from the Grimmsnarl. Could just be a fake out from the Grimmsnarl, an attack from the Empoleon. It looks like this Grimmsnarl doesn't have fake out, which I guess I kind of could have figured out from the beginning of this game. But this Empoleon's gonna yawn. All right. Well, at least my Cress is going to be almost full HP before it falls asleep. I should consider going for a Trick Room. There's no reason why I shouldn't go for a Trigger Him at this point. I'm going to go for a knockoff as well. Because I don't need to go for a Fake Out. I don't think I need to do that here. I think I just need to remove the Empoleon's... Yeah, just remove the Empoleon's item. Ba-bum, boom. No lefties for you. And it's going to use Chilling Water. Interesting. There goes my attack. This is 1 week Rillaboom, huh? Okay. This Rillaboom has been made incredibly weak. But again, I don't think there's too much that they can do at this point. They have seemingly 2 Pokemon who don't do all that much. So I can just proceed to do stuff like this. Hit him with a Grassy Glide. Oh, that's a good crit. Oh, that's a good crit. It's too bad they go for all the reflects and the attack downs. I think my Rillaboom's like -2 attack or something. And then we hit a crit. Love that. All right there, Rillaboom. Rillaboom managing to stay alive in these trying times. I can just hit a... I could just keep going for Ice Beams on there, or I could try to heal up the Rillaboom. I don't think I need to. Yeah, we'll just Grassy Glide we can Grassy Glide the Grimmsnarl. Just take it out. And at that point, an Ice Beam doesn't mean anything, so we'll just go for a Lunar Blessing. Yeah. I'll go for a Parting Shot. I am curious how much damage this is going to do when I don't crit. I'm now at -3. It doesn't take it out, man. It's so close. It was so close. All right. So Cresselia Christopher. That wasn't even funny, but I still made myself laugh about it. Cress went back up to full. Rillaboom is now at 116. Not bad. We'll just go for an Ice Beam on this. We'll go for a U-turn at this point on Grimmsnarl. Let's just get ourselves out of here. I'm probably going to take out the Grimmsnarl with this, to be honest. I hope. It's entirely possible I don't. Okay. My Ice Beam didn't take it out because of that. That's fine. I have this whole thing called Yawn. No, I have this whole thing called U-turn, is what I meant. Yawn is what happened to me. Yeah. Anyway, Grimmsnarl's down. I have... What's his face now? Ursaluna in the back. Rillaboom went back to Pokésports. And here comes Eclipse. I should probably have, like, backup Joy-Cons or something plugged into this in case it dies while I'm in the middle of recording. But, you know, such is the life I live. Ice Beam on Empoleon, Earth Power on Empoleon. Hope for the best. Hope for the best and win. Okay. I just plugged in one Joy-Con. Do I have another? One would think that you would. What? Why would I not have a second Joy-Con? In what world does one keep one Joy-Con not with another Joy-Con? Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to go for an Ice Beam on the Empoleon. We're going to hit them with the Blood Moon because we love Blood Moon's animation. Frozen Solid. Ice Beam. And hit him with the Blood Moon. There it is. Boom! Goodbye, Empoleon. You've served your country well. Thank you so much, Siobhan. That was a fun game, too. Thanks to all of those shenanigans with Grimmsnarl. I really do think Grimmsnarl is really good in this meta, but like you just really have to be conscious of the other Pokemon that you're bringing on your team. If you have a lot of power, like you can enable so many glass cannons by bringing a Grimmsnarl. But anyway, I digress. This isn't about Grimmsnarl. This is about, I don't know what this is. This one's about. Vikavolt, Armarouge, Crawdaunt. One of those. One of those. Let's go into game 3. Let's go. All right there, Lucas. We've got Sinistcha to worry about. And I think because we have Sinistcha to worry about, I can knock off something fierce with that thing. I really want to use Dauntless here. I see the skill swap. Is that skill swap? What's his face? Weird Ear? Is that skill swap Weird Ear? I worry that everything is now skill swap Weird Ear, but it's not. It's not. I don't think anyway. Oh, it could with competitive though. Oh, interesting. I need something to take care of that EMPOLEON, and that would be Ursaluna actually. So maybe I just want to bring the big bear with the Crawdaunt there. I do want to bring my Rillaboom because of their Ursaluna. And then, yeah, you know what? If I bring the Armarouge, then we'll be okay. Then we'll be okay against the Sinistcha. We'll be okay against some of the other Pokemon on that list that I totally remember. I remember all of them. I remember all of them. I didn't spend the first 30 seconds unedited. Definitely unedited. The first 30 seconds of this match hacking my lungs out. No, that wasn't me. Like, maybe I'm getting the littlest bit sick, like just the tiniest bit, you know? But no, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Should I go for Tera Water Aqua Jet? Tera Water Liquidation? Tera Water Aqua Jet would be the play. Ooh, that would do well against that. Like, they're terrestrializing for sure. They're getting that thing out of there. I want to hit it with a liquidation. I just want to do as much damage to it as possible. I'm gonna hit the King Gambit with an Earth Power as well. If they don't like do the hard swaps or protects, then something is about to go down. And I think this is about to go down. It's entirely possible that nobody terrestrializes. Well, I'm terrestrializing, but they are going to terrestrialize after all. Of course. Why wouldn't they? Ooh. So they're opting to not save the King Gambit, but turn it into a ghost. Which is something. Which is certainly something. What's the deal with putting that into a ghost? Well, whatever. It's fine. We'll hit the Landorus with full power. Stab, super effective. Adaptability choice band. So we'll hit something with full power. Choice band, adaptability, -1, stab, liquidation. That's what we'll do. Unless this is a water absorb girly that I haven't seen so far, or that I don't remember, then we'll be fine. As long as it isn't that, we'll be fine. Or if it's Sinistcha. If it's Sinistcha, it could be quite sad as well. But it won't be. Why would it be? Nah, it wouldn't be. Could be, it could be Weird Ear and put me at -2. It could be Ursaluna and just they die. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting thing to go for. Well, there's a Swords Dance. And liquidation's gonna hurt. They saw that I terrestrialized and they still decided to go into the Ursaluna. That's interesting. Anyway, that thing goes down. Maybe they thought I was going to go for a not stab attack. I don't know. Whatever. And Earth Power is still going to hurt. Quite a bit. Thanks to that crit. Quite a bit thanks to the crit. And at this point, they have a choice to make. They've got to make a decision. I am going to swap, maybe. Ooh, I don't mind swapping. Yeah, yep. We're going to save Aqua Jet for another day. I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice here, just so I can, 1, trigger my Throat Spray, and 2, kill off the King Gambit. I don't need that. I don't need that on the field. Grassy Swage. Yeah, this is going to be an earthquake, isn't it? Yeah, oh, that's great. Because I have grassy terrain up right now, too. Oh, wonderful. Look at how Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Look at how much damage that Hyper Voice did. Throat Spray boosted my special attack. Boosted! Oh, and now I can just go for a Grassy Glide on that thing, too. Oh, wonderful. Grassy Glide on that. It just went for a Protect, so it's not going to do it again, hopefully. We'll go for a Blood Moon on this. Just big damage. Big damage. Yeah. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta, yeah. I've been doing this for a while. Dude, I was like, oh, should I go into a game 4? No. I am going to call it there because I think I've shown off this team. And this team was great. I love this team. Lukey, thank you for making this team. Ursaluna, Cresselia, Rillaboom, Armarouge, Vikavolt, and Crawdaunt. Now, the question is, they went and swapped the Heatran that they had initially for an Armarouge. Interestingly, the Armarouge has Tera Steel, and the previous one that had a Heatran was Tera Bug. So, I mean, cool. Was that a worthwhile switch? I think so. Because with this team, you can now use things like Trick Room, you can use things like Wide Guard with more Pokemon than just Cresselia for Trick Room, and then having access to Wide Guard is really, really cool. You're not as often going for Steel type moves to hit fairies because your Ursaluna just hurts like so badly with its big attacks. Your Rillaboom with the priority is great. Your Crawdaunt with the priority on Aqua Jet is already huge. You don't need to have Flash Cannon on that. And if you really do, you can just bring in Vikavolt, because Vikavolt has that as well. The choice specs really make Vikavolt an interesting Pokemon, but you do need to have Trick Room up with Cresselia or Armarouge to make that happen, and that's okay, because you can do that with this team. My particular MVP in this team is definitely Ursaluna. I think that it's supported quite well with Cresselia, with Ally Switch, with Trick Room. Those two attacks make that combination just so gross. But Ursaluna with the Hyper Voice Throat Spray, that's beautiful. I love that. Upping your special attack by 1 after that first attack. Still getting off some pretty good damage. And then doing more damage the next turn with your Blood Moon or your Earth Power. That's sick. That's so cool. But I gotta say, seeing a Crawdaunt do full like Oko and Ursaluna from full with liquidation, the math just does so. The math does backflips in my head, and I love that so much. That liquidation plus Choice Band plus Adaptability plus Tera, like that's the most damage that you're ever going to do to anything. So just being able to slap a big bear down with that, like Crab does good damage. Anyway, if you want to go and use this team, please go do that. The rental code is up in the top right over there. The Pokebase is down in the description below. And again, if you want to go and submit your teams, please go do so. Go to Pokesports.info, link down below. Go on over to our Discord, drop your rental code down in the rental codes chat. Just please do include your rental code and your Pokepaste, because there are some people who like to play on cart. There are some people who like to play on Showdown, and I want to go and service both of those people. Anyway, big thanks again to Lukey for sharing this team. I've been Mike, and I play with 2 Pokemon on the field, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.